So what's happening with the debt ceiling talks, do you think, and what should be done?
And now for something completely different. Look, if we default on August 2nd, it's going to be what happened after Lehman collapsed on steroids. It's going to be financial Armageddon. The idea that adults who have some agenda, whatever the merits of their agenda, are really prepared to threaten sending the United States into default to pursue their agenda is beyond belief. You know, I have had arguments with my college-age children about spending, and sometimes we discuss whether they should spend less, whether they should pay, whether I should pay. We don't entertain the option that because we can't resolve our argument, visas should get stiffed. And that's what's going on here. I mean, it is outrageous. I mean, the idea that these people are threatening to make the country default so they can get their way is beyond belief. And that, on the merits of the deficit policies and the budget policies, I obviously tend to share the president's views, but you can make perfectly reasonable arguments in the direction of what the House majority favors. But threatening to make the country default, I mean, it is not something that should be treated as civilized discourse. My pretty confident guess is that, yet again, Churchill's dictum will prove correct. Yeah. Churchill said the United States does the right thing, but only after exhausting the alternatives. And so I think you'll see a certain amount of perils of Pauline stuff, but I am very confident that on August 3rd, we will not be in default.
Do you think the Gang of Six thing is serious, just in your outside guess of it, that they will make a deal in the Senate, the moderates?
I think it's an encouraging step in the process. I think the recognition that you need revenues and expenditures both, the idea that addressing the deficit problem can be combined with a tax reform agenda that has needed to be pushed for quite some time towards broadening the tax base, I think that's very encouraging. I think if you look at the details, you'll see that there's a lot in the Gang of Six that is a plan to have a plan rather than a plan. You'll see that there's a Senate and that there's a House. You'll see that the proposal that actually came today didn't explicitly address the debt limit. So I think it's a positive development, but I think of it more as a positive development signaling ideological changes and ideological evolution that may be helpful than as an immediate response to the current problems.
Do you think that President Obama waited too long to get deeply engaged?
No. I think you can make that argument. Look, I think the biggest problem the country has right now is not the budget deficit. Biggest problem the country has right now is the jobs deficit.